So YouTube made an update to its, terms and policies. I know, shocker. They've been doing a lot of that recently. God, are they idiots? I'm sorry, but they are being idiots. So, and I love how Pewdiepie made a video on this, and he talked about it very well. I also agree with him, but there's some things I don't agree on, there's some things I do agree on. YouTube basically updated its policy where harassment is no longer allowed. But they don't really define harassment. They just say things that go too far. And how far is too far? You want to answer that, YouTube? You want to answer that? Nope. I don't think you do, because you never do. You never get specific. You make it general, so you can fuck with the system. So here's the thing: I know you mean good, but let me give you some examples. PewDiePie did a good job of this, by the way. Logan Paul. Dead bodies. YouTube didn't do shit about that, did they? No, creators did. Yeah. The whole gambling thing on YouTube. YouTube didn't do shit about that. YouTube did. Let's see. I'll give you a hypothetical. If my channel went and, made a video talking about how there was a rape in my area, which there actually was recently, and suddenly, the person who's being raped is a child. Oh no. And I went and beat the crap out of the person raping the child. Oh no. I actually need to point out, I actually did witness it, and I did call the police, and I did stand up for the kid. Because that fucking retard, sorry I have to use that word, fucking retard, thought that it was okay to go rape a kid. This actually pissed me off, by the way. I'm not going to get into details on it, but it pissed the hell out of me. So here's the thing. If you want to say that it's harassment, to call someone out on their bullshit, to defend people who are impacted negatively by the choices of others, if you want to classify that as harassment, it ain't. Because you say, oh, if things go too far, if your insults go too far, if you say things that are just not okay, how about you specify that, you fucking idiots? For example, there was also the thing about, implied threats, which, they're not implied unless you can prove that they were meant to be a threat. You can't prove that. It's the intention of the person who says it. You cannot say it's implied if it's, if you think it's implied. No, it's not implied unless the person specifically says, yeah, that was a threat. That's how implications work. You don't just say it's a fucking threat just because it's like, I will beat you in chess someday, but so far you've beat me every single time. Like, it's so dumb. Like, Thomas Sanders, for crying out loud, did a bunch of those. Saying, like, oh God, I'm trying to think of what they were. Shit, I can't even remember. There were so many vines that are on YouTube nowadays that are just amazing. But Thomas Sanders did these ones where it was like, you better start running for president because we all know I'd vote for you, kind of thing. Like, it's dumb like that. America. I love how he always does that little thing at the end. Speckles. It's so dumb. But, like, that's an implied threat, technically. That's technically an implied threat. Are you going to go after that kind of stuff? Because you cannot prove it's implied without the person saying it's implied. Because you can't think like they think. You are not the person who says the thing. Therefore, you cannot say it's a threat. You cannot say it's implied. Unless it's specifically a threat. Okay? Okay? You get that? Like this I'm going to say. YouTube, get your shit together. Or someone's going to take action. That's an implied threat, technically. But it's just a fact. People will take action. You'll have lawsuits, for that kind of freedom of speech being violated, yada, yada, yada. And it's just a fact. Not a threat. It's a fact. But you could take it as an implied threat if you so chose. Chose. That's the right context, right? Chose? Choose isn't a word. Chose. My point is, YouTube, you cannot make these kinds of things when nobody is going to follow them in the first place. The majority of YouTube calls people out for their dumb stuff, and that's what happens when someone does a dumb mistake. Because YouTube won't do shit about it. You never have. You've never fixed anything important in this community. Honestly, this whole year you've made things worse. I'm saying that as a fact. The whole COPPA thing, that's your 100% your fault. Like, you literally could have gotten away with it if you didn't say, it's the #1 place for kids. No. You fucked yourself over on that one. I'm sorry, you did. You also completely fucked up the verification process, and then thank God you changed it back because nobody liked it. Everyone hated it. So thank you for at least fixing your own mistake there. You helped improve the copyright system, but honestly, you really didn't help improve it too much because, it's still a problem. I find it so dumb that you think every choice you make is for the good of people on your platform. No. You have fucked over the platform more than anything. I understand you're trying to fix it, but sometimes you need to let things be handled by actual creators and not you. It is not your responsibility to take over your platform. It is your responsibility to help improve the platform. That means working with the creators. When you said in the blog post that you got advice from many creators, X to doubt on that one. Thank you, Pewdiepie, for that meme. X to doubt 100%. I'm pressing the giant X button that Pewdiepie had. Obviously, you didn't talk to other creators because other creators would know what to do with this. They'd say no. They'd say, if you do want to make a policy on it, specify. And I hope to God you did ask some people, but I honestly hate that you didn't take their advice. Because if you did ask them to, stop harassment, I'd recommend that you choose people who aren't, victims of harassment and all that. Because, honestly, they're going to be biased. You want to get the creators who know the platform better. From now on, you got to start asking Pewdiepie. I'm sorry, you really do. He's very good at figuring out what's good and what's bad on YouTube. Most people can't even be as good as him. So, from now on, if you want to make a major change and you say you're going to ask creators, you better ask Pewdiepie. Because he's a pro. He's a pro. He knows how the platform works better. He knows how the platform works well better than anyone else. Like, I'll tell you right now. He knows the patterns of people. He knows, first of all, the whole algorithm thing. Like, no one really understands that, but he understands it pretty damn well. He understands more than most other creators will. He understands how thumbnails can be cringy, but they do work. Clickbait, it's cringy. It does work. He understands all the ins and outs of YouTube. So go ask him for advice, you fucking idiots. He's your #1 creator. Come on. Give him a chance. This is the problem, though. You say you ask creators, and I haven't seen anything of creators being asked. Yeah, I haven't seen any creators asked, actually. If you're going to ask creators for advice on something, prove it. Because I 100% doubt you asked anyone. Because no creators would complain about, harassment. And if they do complain about it, they're not going to say, hey, make this so general that people are going to be able to get away with whatever they want. Because YouTube can't keep up with all the creators. That's just a fact. You can't do shit compared to everyone else who's on your platform. It's a community. You gotta let the community handle the community sometimes, not the God who owns the community. That's all I'm going to say. A community relies on its members to improve. And you are not a member. You are the creator of the community. You need to get your hands out of your ass and out of the platform because you are making it worse. Take some time to think about things before you do them. Because obviously, you didn't think much about this. Think of how the influence would happen. Do not say, oh yeah, this is a solution, without thinking, yeah, okay, let's see. In the future, we could have someone being, negative on YouTube. And we obviously can't see everyone. Okay. We'll specify it more. We won't make it as general as this. Think about how the past has influenced YouTube, and think about how your choices will influence the future of YouTube. Because obviously, you didn't think about how major events on YouTube, like fucking dead bodies. I'm sorry, a hanging body. What the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't even pick that up, and yet you're going to say that people can't call each other out for it? Let me point out, it's not harassment either. But you classify calling people out for their dumb shit harassment. It's not. It's holding them responsible and accountable. Not harassment. Get your shit together. Improve the community rather than, trying to play God with it. And sometimes you have to let go of certain things. Because you're not going to be held reliable. I'll tell you that right now. For creators being, assholes, that's creators in a nutshell. Yours truly. I care about people. I really do. But I'm still a fucking asshole. I'm 100% a scumbag. I mean, most people are. I'm not going to lie. The human race in general is a bunch of scumbags. That's just a fact. Not harassment, because we're all humans. Ha 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 ha. Could be harassment. But no, you won't take it that far, will ya? Will you take that little fact as harassment? Oh, please don't. I beg you. Please don't take me calling the human race scumbags as harassment. Like, seriously. Fix it, okay? And I know I'm poking fun right now. But I genuinely care for the community. I started YouTube because I wanted to join a community that was very supportive. I wanted to support others and have them support me. It was the whole point of a community. And sometimes getting called out for your bullshit is the best kind of support you can get. So, YouTube, will you please let some of the creators handle their own problems and not take over everything? I understand you're under Google, a massive company who owns basically everything nowadays. But don't act like you need to own everything too. You need to get your shit together and let the creators handle themselves sometimes. You can't fix everything. And if you try to fix everything, you'll overdo it and make the community a bunch of robots. No one can do anything. There's only going to be one type of content on the internet. That's going to be it. Like, one type of content at some point. Because you're going to restrict it so much that so much generalization of the rules have gone on that one specific line of content is available. Basically, the kappa and, swearing thing. Like, I swear all the time. I don't give a shit. But kappa versus swearing, there's a very, very thin line between those. And that's literally what you're asking people to be in. But the problem is, you act like you have full control. And sometimes playing God destroys the world that you're playing God with. That's why no God should exist in a company. That's all I'm going to say. I'll end this video now, but YouTube, please stop trying to fix things. You're only making them worse. Also, you could, instead of putting the thing into action, make a post saying, hey everyone, we want your input on this. Let the community figure it out. Because that's what happened with the verification thing. Everyone said, no, we don't want this. So you didn't use it. So yeah, I'd recommend letting the community pick rather than you. Because thing is, if the majority of the community doesn't like what you said and it's too general, it's obvious that it's not a good choice. And I know there's not a fix-all solution. I don't know. There's not one of those things that, there's not a master key for every problem. You can't say, okay, these are the specifics. Because people will go outside the specifics. They'll have fine loopholes. But you're making them so specific that no solution is possible. Do you see the problem here? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand, fool? Anyways, it frustrates me. It frustrates me so much. YouTube, get your shit together. Okay. I'm ending this video now. YouTube, please, I'm begging you. Stop it. Please just fucking stop. Okay, and I'm sorry for swearing so much. I swear when I'm hyper, I swear when I'm upset, I swear when I'm tired. What the hell is in my hair? There's a little white thing in my hair. Probably from my chair. Yeah, it's probably from my chair. My point is, YouTube, shut the fuck up. Let people do their job. And don't try and play God. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Bye. Okay, no, seriously though. Don't act like an idiot. Please. Think before you act. That's all I'm gonna say. Bye.